Good morning and welcome to day 9 of the Escapist. Last night we made a fake wall. And now we actually have to... I think I'm just gonna go... here. Yeah, we're gonna do roll call. I'm gonna check with my peeps. Oh, Isaiah wants to sell me something. Nothing useful though. I'm gonna need a lighter eventually. Let's see what he has. Okay, so nothing super amazing. After roll call, when we're supposed to be at breakfast, I'm gonna sneak into Isaiah's room, plant the wall block on him because I hate him. Because if you may remember on our first or second day, I accidentally beat him up. So we're just gonna split off. I kind of like the jazzy background music. And then putting the wall block in there works just like taking something out of it. You search it, that opens it up, and we just place it. And he has talcum powder, so I'm going to take that because we're going to need it. And believe it or not, we're actually going to need it much sooner than I thought we would. So I'm thinking... Yesterday we spent most of our day looking for supplies. I think today is going to be a planning day. So we're going to head to the metal shop after we equip this crowbar. Just so we don't set off the contraband detectors. And what we're going to do, we're going to go do our job, and then kind of take stock of our inventory, see what we need, and come up with a plan to acquire all the items we need, which in all reality is probably just going to boil down to breaking into people's cells and rooting through their stuff, buying the occasional thing from fence, maybe getting lucky and beating somebody up and taking it. Oh. Here I am trying to make a license plate out of talcum powder. Normally, you should probably drop your things, but the thing is, we're only going to need like 3 more to fill our quota. So, why not? Actually, I think we're probably going to need closer to a full. It is, I guess, moderately quicker, but I wouldn't say it's noticeably quicker. Get in there! Yeah, see? So I'm not going to worry about one inventory space, but let us go back. So to make the mold for that door that's in the access corridor there, the utility corridor, we're going to need first some melted plastic, which we're going to make with a lighter, and either a comb or a toothbrush or some other thing made of plastic. And we're also going to need putty, which is talcum powder and toothpaste. We have both of those. Toothpaste, talcum powder. We have a comb, but no lighter. So at this point, the only thing preventing us from pulling this off, besides a few logistical things, like we don't know who has a key to the utility corridor, it could be any of those guards, which means we're going to need a weapon before we can even consider doing this. But time for roll call. So what'll happen is, probably at least part of today is going to be spent working on getting up the stats and working towards getting a weapon, because like I said, we're going to have to be able to beat up a guard to steal the key. And there's going to be a lot of shenanigans that we're going to have to do to make this work. So with any luck, fingers crossed sort of deal, we should be able to get it in the first go. I'm not going to lie, in my practice runs when I was teaching myself, it took me quite a few tries before I figured out the best way to get the key. Simply because they searched that utility corridor for some reason when I got busted in my last run. So normally what I do is I just hide my contraband in there and then put up the fake wall again, and I need a lighter. Actually, I think I need 2 or 3 of them because I think a couple of guys want lighters as well. Let's see. One thing I'm kind of hopeful for, again, because it's such early alpha, there's no way to 100% tell what's going to be additioned. I don't know why I made up a word that was that silly. But we don't know what's going to be added. I'd like to see the visitors room being added. Because, as you can, I shouldn't say as you can see because I haven't spent a whole lot of time up that way. But there is actually a visitor's room with like 2-way glass and everything. I'd like to see that added as kind of like a way to supplement the contraband you can get. Because as it stands right now, I rely on other people having it smuggled in and then I just steal it from them. So I mean, there's been times where I've waited 5-6 days for a jar of ink, and then all of a sudden everybody has a jar of ink. So that's a little frustrating. I'd like to see that added. But I mean, all in all, it's a great game as it is. Everything else that they add is just going to be, the cherry on top. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me to take advantage of the fact that everyone's kind of congregated. I haven't talked to any of the fences yet today. Oh, there's the wall block I planted. I really hope he gets busted for that. Fucking prick. Even though I'm the bad guy in this, I accidentally punched him and that's what started this fight. And now we're just fighting in a feud. And I'm not going to take another tub of toothpaste, but I am going to take the talcum powder, just because I have the strangest feeling that we're going to need... What am I missing? I know I just got caught for not being where I was supposed to... Oh, exercise period. I do want to do that because we do need to get our stats up. Realistically, good stats, good weapon. I can probably take it down a guard with only 25 health, or 30 to 35 health. You don't need to have your health maxed out to kill a guard, or knock out a guard, but you just need high DPS. So we're gonna keep our strength up. And maybe at tonight's evening roll call, I'm gonna take a quick look at the various guards and see what their strength stats are, because we can see that. I mean, I'm not super buff yet. Truth be told, I've probably lost a bit of strength. We're only sitting at 54. I'd like to get that up to 65 or even 70. What does this... We're gonna check out the fences. I'm not... I really want to buy another... How much is that? 50? We're gonna wait on that file. Because I'd really prefer to buy it after we've had the key made and successfully smuggled. Let's buy this crafting node and one timber. Plastic entrance key, okay. Let's pick up, find me a toothbrush shiv. I don't know how to make a toothbrush shiv, so I'm gonna say no. Tub of bleach. That's not super common, so I'm gonna say no. But I mean, in any sort of, and I'm hesitant to use the term roguelike to describe this game because it's the same map, but everything else is kind of random, so... Let's see, I'm not gonna make a distraction. Evening free time, let's work out a bit more. I think we have everything we really need except for strength. So let's try to get a bunch of strength in right now. Tomorrow morning, again, we're going to skip breakfast to go to the library. And we'll just see where the day takes us. When we get back to the cell after evening roll call, we're going to make a weapon. I really want to make that whip. I have a feeling that the stats on it are going to be less than the nunchucks, but I think it's so badass that I have to have it. Because I mean, I'm one of the guys that I'm going to take a Warhammer in any game that lets me have a Warhammer. Just because, in my opinion, Warhammers are pretty badass. And this is just like a whip with a razor blade in it? Yeah. So I think we're actually going to be fatigued out. Let's grab... There's still food here, surprisingly. Probably because I don't eat. I think they only ever put out enough for everybody. No, just take the food tray. Is it not going to let me take one just because it's not supper time? Rude. What does Noah have? He has another crowbar, but as much as I want one, I don't, and I think I've already mentioned this a dozen times, I'm not sure. I've been doing I record these in bulk batches, so if you have any input to add, if it's not added right away, it's because I've already recorded like 5 more episodes, especially where these are short. You know, I can pump out a half dozen of these in one sitting quite easily. So, but what we're going to do here is wait until we get the key, and then we'll get the crowbar. Simply because if we get it now, it's going to get confiscated. Which just means we're going to have to buy it again. So, why waste our time and money on something we're not going to get to keep? Like, quite literally, the way we need to look at this is when we finally do get our hands on the key, essentially, we're going to lose everything that's even slightly illicit. Oh, and I missed the name of today's shakedowners, so I hope that wasn't me. I think there's a shakedown after every roll call, but don't quote me on that. Another thing I feel the need to mention, our fate wall has a durability. So we need to be mindful of that. I think it loses 20% every time you remove it. But let's go. 40 more intellect! Oh, that hurts. See, this is what I was talking about. This was supposed to be so exciting. It was going to be like, here's our weapon, and bam, next episode. Now it's just going to be like, and another day of grinding stats. But anyway, I feel like this is a good time. Just want to remind you, if you're enjoying the series, support me by liking this video, all my other videos, subscribe, check out my channel, the Twitter at @GamingWithMurel. Thanks for sticking it out. You guys are the best. Hit me up down in the comments, I'll answer any questions. And that's it for the day. I will see you in the morning.